going on, Mutha Truckers? So I'm out here at the California Air Resource Board new building that cost $419 million. And I'm here to tell you that there should be truck parking here. And why do I say that? Let me show you right here. Why do I say that? Because a lot of this money to fund this building to potentially overregulate your trucking job comes from inspecting trucks. And they're going to start, just like how they smog normal vehicles, they are going to start smogging semi-trucks. And so if you paid for this building right here, should there be truck parking somewhere at this facility? I myself, coming originally from California, normal vehicles have to get smogged. But now it's come to the point where they want to smog truck drivers that work and live and come into California. So they were going to start that already, but they delayed it to January 1st of 2025. It's October now, so it's getting close to that. All right, so the clean truck check compliance requirements. So let me break this down for you guys right here, okay? So January of 2023, high emitter vehicle screening flagged vehicles must submit passing vehicle compliance tests within 30 days of notification. By January of 2024, complete fleet and vehicle reporting requirements pay 2023 vehicle compliance fee. By July 1st, December 31st of 2024, resolve all vehicle enforcement holds, pay 2024 vehicle compliance fees. And by January 1st, June 30th of 2025, successful completion of a periodic vehicle compliance test. The deadline for vehicles subject to annual compliance requirements is January 1st, December 31st of 2025. Passing emission tests can be submitted up to 90 days before a vehicle compliance deadline as early as October 1st of 2024. As you can see, California Air Resource Board, I'm going to be respectful. And so I am not on their private property. I am actually on a public street. But you can see from the facility that they have spent hundreds of millions of dollars on this property. And truck drivers being inspected are the ones help paying for this. I want to let you know, for all the truck drivers that are coming into California, you are the ones funding this new building behind me, which is the California Air Resource Board building. And I'm telling you, it's massive, and it costs $419 million. The California Air Resource Board has delayed the first periodic testing deadline for the Clean Truck Check program till January 1st of 2025. However, this does not delay requirements to register and pay fees for 2023. The rollout of DMV registration holds for non-compliance is beginning to ramp up. Notes that California Trucking Association fleets must also still plan to pay fees for 2024, which will be dues in the later half of this year. Testing under the Clean Truck Check regulations will be required to submit periodic testing every 6 months. California registered vehicles compliance deadline will be the vehicle's DMV registration expiration date. Vehicles registered outside of California have compliance deadlines based on their last VIN digit. We just got back from the Riverside car building, $419 million building that these truck drivers are paying for. We have our man Vic Med here. You guys know, a legend. Look at exercising ready, boxing one up. We're at the California Trucking Show. Earlier, you told me you just went over to the CARB booth. And please let all the drivers around America, especially California, know what's going on now with the updates.
Well, I went over there to speak to them like every year I do, and I try to film them this year, but this year they said they couldn't be filmed because I guess my last year's video where, I had that guy Bruce, and he ran for the hills with my interview. So I asked them, who are you being funded by? They said, of course, California, the governor, the government. They are being funded by the government. Our tax money is funding them. So after I asked them that question, I also asked them, so you guys are charging us yearly $30 to register into the Clean Truck program. So my question was, why are we paying into this? when you are already being funded. The dude had no answer for it. So we are pretty much getting screwed by these people double time, because we have to pay for the small checks. We have to pay for registration. Now we have to pay $30 a year, which is not much, but it's still $30. Some of us, we're trying to save a penny, and they had no answer for it. But yeah, I try to explain to them, you guys are doing us wrong. All he did was just go like this. So the $30 that you guys are paying into this program, the Clean Truck Air program, is to fund that program, even though they're already being funded by the state of California. Our taxes are already paying for these people's money. So just like anything in California, they're double taxing us. They want more money from the people, even though the government is already funding them. And again, there's another issue that I need to tell you guys. CARB will be posting in different areas. I'm telling my guys, do not stop, because they are not highway patrol, they are not DOT. But that's on you guys. You guys want to stop, you guys can stop.
And what are they doing with that? They're doing those emission checks. Is that what that is?
That's what it's about. It's the emission checks. But they're not highway patrol, they're not DOT. Why should we stop? I try to ask one of them guys, because they are impersonating a highway patrolman, a cop, the way they're dressed. But, I asked him, do we have to stop for you guys? He said, yes. I said, show me what law says that we have to stop for you guys. Well, there's not a law. That was his reply. So, it's on you guys. If you guys want to stop for these people, go ahead and stop. But me, I'm telling my guys, don't stop, because they're not authorized to stop us.
I appreciate that. And I'll put this in the beginning as well, because, I have you on the show throughout the years. We are friends. When I was driving, I would call you with a whole lot of questions. This man's like my friend / trucker mentor as well, right? And so I always love you, brother. But tell people a little bit of your experience, and, when you say your guys, how big of a fleet are you running these days?
We are running 7 trucks. We are up to 11. We are cutting down, and little by little, I think I'm just going to go back to a single truck eventually, because, California is running me out of the wall. They're running me out of the industry. I can't keep stressing on these rules and regulations. And if I am going to do that, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm not going to do it with anybody under me. So, yeah, until we can figure all this out, I'm eventually going to cut down on my fleet.
And, this is for all the truck drivers around America. It's easy for them to say, cut California off, stop trucking in California. So me being originally from California myself, I think I know the answer to this. But why is it that even though it's really hard to be a truck driver or fleet owner in California, why do you continue to do it as of now?
Because, rules and regulations are always going to be there, but my thing is I have to stay in the fight. I have to be one of them guys that has to raise his voice for the rest of us. Because this is what I say all the time. I'm here at the truck show, the way we are right now in Ontario. I don't see no truckers over there at CARB complaining to them, letting them know how they feel. But yet, they huff and puff on their own channel. They huff and puff between each other. When you have CARB right here at the truck show, come to the truck show, let them know how you feel. Every year that I come, I give them hell. I let them know what they're doing to our industry, what they're doing to the small fleets. And I'm the only one that's saying anything to these people. Nobody else is saying it. But yet behind closed doors, when you're in groups, you're complaining and huffing and puffing, but you have the people here. So yeah, that's why I'm staying in the trucking industry, because, I feel like I need to have a voice for the rest of us that don't want to speak.
So for all the truck drivers out there, especially the ones doing business in California, if you're just yelling behind closed doors, it's not doing anything. You need to talk to your representatives. Carb is at California Trucking Show every year. They're here for a reason as well. So if you don't believe in what they're doing, let them know, because they don't know. Right now, they just think it's one guy coming up to them every year, giving them some hell. But if hundreds and thousands of drivers come up to them, they'll say, you know what? Maybe we're doing something wrong here.
Exactly. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Carb is screwing us. They're screwing us in California. And you guys that don't want to send out a letter, that don't want to call the governor, can't come down here and let them know how you feel about what they're doing to your industry, to our industry. How many trucks you had to sell just to come up to par to their standards? Let them know. This is the place.
Well, thank you. Follow my guy Vic Med. He's a great man. Great content as far as he's just here for the truckers, and he's a great friend. So I appreciate you.